Hello, Cancerian Collective. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is going to be a general reading for April 3rd through the 9th. We do have a full moon in Libra that's going to be happening the 5th/6th of the month coming up this week. And we know how you all are super tight with the moon, more so than the other signs. We're going to connect and we're going to see how these affect maybe, this energy may be affecting the Cancerian Collective, and just look into what's coming up here in the coming week, maybe even coming weeks. For Cancerian Sun, Moon, and Rising. Keep in mind this is a general reading, therefore not every single message is going to resonate, and that's okay. Take what does, leave what doesn't. You may need a private reading, in which case this might be a good time. I am having a sale through the 31st. We'll talk about that at the end. But right now, let's get into the cards and see what messages are coming up. So your first card here is the Three of Wands, and I love this, and I'll tell you why. This full moon in Libra is going to be drawing our attention to the things that maybe perhaps we've been putting off. Should I do it? Should I not do it? Should I say it? Should I not say it? Things that maybe we've been procrastinating about or we've been on the fence about. And having the Aries influence, the Sun in Aries, is kind of pushing us towards action to take steps. Three of Wands is telling us here that for the Cancerian Collective, you all are going to feel this energy like, I have to do this. I have to move forward. I've come too far to turn around and go back now. So Three of Wands is a sense of expansion. It's kind of like you couldn't stay still if you tried. You couldn't stay still if you wanted to. You couldn't put it off any longer if you wanted to. It's like there's a motivation, there's a push. Here we go. Here we go, moving forward. Here we go to the next thing. So if you've been feeling like you're at some kind of a plateau, or if things have felt kind of stalled for you, the Three of Wands energy is telling us now we're coming into moving forward. Things are happening. Things are moving. Things are shaking. And there's a sense of epiphany that I associate with the Three of Wands, because there's mental expansion with this card. That there's a certain like awakening, like we're seeing things that we can't unsee. And so there's a sense here of like moving on, moving forward. I feel that a lot of you are going to feel a desire for advancement. It's like you're setting certain personal goals for yourself, and like things that you're wanting to reach, things you're wanting to achieve, and in sense of advancement. So like in career, this could be the next level in your career. Education, some of you might be wanting to go next level in your education. In your love life, maybe you're wanting to go next level, next stage in love life or family life, personal life. But I feel there's a desire for like the next level, reaching the next level, reaching the next thing. And so you're looking at your life and you're asking yourself, is there anything in my life right now that is slowing me down or delaying me from achieving these things? So a lot of assessment. The next card that's coming up here for the Cancerian Collective, look at this, Ten of Cups. For some of you, maybe you are thinking about family. I know traditionally Ten of Cups is seen as marriage and babies, and some of you may be making that a priority right now. You may be looking at like anything that is in the way or slowing you down, or is this relationship going anywhere? Okay, if it's not, then I gotta move on. I gotta go on to the next thing. I don't have time to waste. Sometimes, stereotypically Ten of Cups can be seen as marriage and babies, and some of you are definitely working on that and taking steps to make that happen. However, I've said this in previous readings. Ten of Cups is a card about inner peace, and it's about having happiness and fulfillment in every area and in every aspect of our life. Ten of Cups is happily ever after. And for some people, that's marriage and babies. For some people, you already did marriage and babies, and now the babies are gone having their own babies, and you're like, okay, what's next? Or for some of us, maybe it's going off grid. Maybe it's traveling the world. Maybe it's creating some kind of nonprofit to be of service. There's so many different ways that this can transpire in our lives. Not everybody has the same happily ever after, but Ten of Cups is happily ever after. So the Cancerian Collective is looking at like, what do I need to do to make my happily ever after actually happen? And what's in the way of it? So I feel like there's a sense of eliminating distractions, obstacles, anybody who's like, drilling holes in your boat, so to speak. And I feel like a lot of you Cancerians are going to be sitting people down and like full on having a conversation with them, different people, different aspects of your life, where you're just basically like, let's talk about this. Like, are we on the same page? Do we want the same things? Or this is what I'm trying to do. Is this a possibility? Be honest with me. Look me in the eye and tell me the truth. Where is this going? Do I have a chance here? And so I feel like a lot of you are having some conversations that most people would shrink away from, but you're very driven, you're very motivated, and you're just very matter of fact. And I feel like you're asking questions. You're asking questions about like, what are your intentions? You may be asking this of friends. You may be asking this in a work situation. Like, do you have intention of moving me up? Do you see that potential in me? If not, why? Like what's like you're asking people to be very honest and very open with you about where you stand with them. And a lot of you are taking it as an opportunity for like personal growth, in terms of you're going to look at it and you're going to ask yourself, okay, is there truth to this? But in some cases, some of you people are like, oh my gosh, no, they're just making me jump through hoops. I'm not going to jump through hoops. And I'm glad I had this talk, because now I can walk away and put this out of my mind. But I feel like a lot of you are listening to what's being said, and you're evaluating it, and you're thinking, okay, is there truth to this? Is this something that I can do on my end? But the good thing about being in this situation, this energy, is that those of you who are walking away from situations, you're going to be walking away without any kind of baggage. You're going to walk away without any what ifs. Sometimes we walk away from a situation, some time goes by, and then we're like, oh my goodness, did I do the right thing? Did I give up on it too soon? Was there something else I could have done differently? At least with this approach, those of you who are walking away, you're walking away knowing, nope, okay, end of the road here with this situation. I've done all I can with it. And so that's good. You're moving forward without any kind of baggage, without any kind of a tail. But, Three of Wands and Ten of Cups is like a now or never kind of energy. We're moving forward, or we're not. Either we're advancing or we're ending it. That's the energy I get with the Three of Wands and the Ten of Cups. We have Knight of Wands. And Knight of Wands can be something being sped up, something happening more quickly. It's also kind of like an ultimatum card for me in my readings. So like I said, a lot of you have a very clear idea of what you want and where you're headed. And you may be putting that out on the line. Like, this is what I want. Some of you in personal relationships or love life, you may be letting your person know, this is what I want. Are we going to take the step? No. Okay. Nice knowing you. Have a great life. I know the Ten of Cups is out there for me. I'm not going to waste any more time in this situation. Or some of you might be saying, okay, look, honey, it's time. It's time for the next level. It's time for the next thing. Like, we're going to do this, or we're going to part ways. And I feel here with these cards, like, you mean this. You really mean this. You're wanting to advance to the next stage. In a work situation, you might not go and you might not tell your boss flat out, look, you give me a raise or I'm out of here. Or you give me a promotion or I'm out of here. But you may make it clear that this is what you want. And if they say no, okay, let me work on getting out of here. Let me find the next thing. Some of you maybe already have the next thing lined up, or you're working on getting the next thing lined up to where you can walk in and you can say, I have an offer. An offer's been made. Can you top it? Can you beat it? I'm not asking you to match it. I'm asking you to beat it. Can you beat it? And so there's a sense of like, step up or get out of the way kind of energy here. The next card coming up here for the Cancerian collective is the Magician. This could be Gemini and Virgo energies, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or Venus. Some of you could be dealing with a Gemini or Virgo that might be a very significant person, significant soulmate at this time. If you have a Gemini or Virgo placements, there could be big changes and big shifts happening for you in those houses or those areas of your life. And the Magician is very much a card about manifestation. right? So I've said this before in previous readings. When the Magician card comes up, you may be seeing like consecutive numbers. You may be seeing repeating numbers, or like every time you look at the clock, it's 11:11 or 10:11 or 1:11 or 4:44 or 3:33, or you may be seeing repeating angel numbers or like spirit animal messengers. And so this is the universe letting you know you're on a fast track of manifesting. Stay focused, because things are happening very fast. Things are happening very quickly for you. And so keep the thoughts focused on what you want. You're coming into a time of rapid manifestation. And I feel intuitively that like 4 to 6 months from now, a lot of you are going to be looking back on your life. And this is like wherever, like, you don't have to be a Cancerian sun. You could be a moon, a rising. You could even be watching this as a Venus. But I feel for the Cancerian collective, wherever the placement is for you, I feel in the next 4 to 6 months, you're looking at your life like, when did this happen? I feel like I'm dreaming. Like so much has changed so quickly. Like it's a whole new life. It's everything I've wanted. I just feel like I opened my eyes one day and all of a sudden everything I wanted is in front of me. Obviously, it's been a process, right? A lot of you are like, oh, I cannot wait. It's been a long time coming. It's been a process. But I feel like 4 to 6 months from now, you're like, I can't believe it's actually here. I feel like I'm dreaming. I feel like it happened so fast. I feel like it came out of nowhere. I feel there's going to be a really quick shift where things just fall into place for you. Things just fall into place and things just show up. You might want to check out your other placements. Some weeks your other placements might resonate more than your sun sign. There's a playlist in the description that will take you to the other videos. If you would like to check out the love readings, also linked in the description. And if you'd like to schedule a private reading with me, the 30-minute video readings usually go for $50. They're going for $25 and through the 31st. But I do have readings starting at $20 and up, so you can see what's in the description. If anything looks good to you, go ahead and click on it. It will take you to my scheduling page, calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a fabulous week ahead. Take care and be well, my darlings.